Shalom, Israel. I'm back with like a part six to the so-called African American true identity is the Hebrew Israelite. This right here is the law keepers, the Hebrew Israelites in the Atlantic slave trade. All right, the print is kind of small. All right, but I'm gonna just read it off, and it says, "At this juncture, we will show that the people taken in the Atlantic slave trade or Middle Passage to the New World were and still are the descendants of that Hebrew Israelite nation and people, thus revealing the hidden or missing link in the historical past of the people known as Negroes, located in the parts of Africa, Asia, Europe, Australia, the Caribbean, the Central, South, and North America, as well as many other remote places throughout the earth. In Deuteronomy 28:68, it states that the king shall bring thee back into the Egypt in ships by the way of I say unto thee that thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall sell yourselves unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. In the simplest terms, this metaphor is saying that Israel will go into slavery, similar to the cruelty of Egypt. That statement that no man shall buy you simply means no one will free us, only that Yah of Israel would ultimately grant us freedom. In ancient times, an Israelite could sell himself to his brother as a hired servant and be paid for his labor. However, in this case, he would not receive wages for his labor. Israel attempted to avoid their inevitable fate, worldwide dispersion, by fleeing to West Africa. However, we were taken into the Western Hemisphere via the Atlantic slave trade. No longer were we to be identified as a nation of Israelites, but instead as a non-entity called Negroes. Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, verses 36 and 37 states, the king will bring thee and thy king, and thou shalt set over thee unto a nation that thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, and thou shalt serve other Elohims of wood and stone, and thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and byword among the people, whether Yah shall lead them away." It says, they they brought from the black interior kingdoms of Dahomey and Ashanti, and they sold to the white merchant traders of Europe. Slaves, slaves sold to white merchants, traders of Europe, slaves, rum, and gunpowder. The gunpowder was sent to the interior, and the ram was drunk on the coast of the slaves. Of those who survived among them was West America. If 2 in 10 made it through the horror of the Middle Passage trade. Blair Niles, author of Black Haiti, writes, some some were said to be descendants of Jews. Speaking of the slaves in Haiti, revered H.S. Whitehead said concerning the slaves in the Virgin Islands, on the door of the Negro cabins in the country, crosses may be seen, much like those Hebrews made with the blood of the Passover lamb. In Deuteronomy 32, it states that a no people will rule over the nation of Israel because of their sins. At that time of this prophecy, European Gentiles were uncivilized. They were the Greeks, Romans, Spanish, Portuguese, English, and French. Those nations rose out of obscurity and became rulers over the people of Almighty Elohim. The blacks today, Jeremiah 5 explains Elohim anger in this manner. See that the Most High, he say, just as you have provoked me by serving strange Elohims in your land, I will provoke you, causing you to serve strangers in a land that is not yours. See there? It say, Israel is scattered among the nations through the process of time, which extracted the punishments against them by their Elohim, who delivered them from the Egyptian bondage. The inhabitants of Canaan became a snare to Israel because Israel served other Elohims. They were allowed to oppress and harass the Israelites for many centuries. The Assyrian and Babylonian capital became implementation of the curses for a time. Nonetheless, they were conditions of the curses which could not be accomplished while in exile of those nations. But many blacks have been led to believe that because they were born in America, they are American. They think they think being born in America also means that they are somehow given an ancestral nationality. In fact, when in fact they only receive a partial residency status in the country of their birth. We must remember that according to the United States Constitution, African is only considered three-fifths a man. See there, brothers, you fellow Israelites? So in the United States government, you're only considered three-fifths a man. So you're not even considered a full human being here in America. What kind of stuff is this? You understand? We must call unto Yah. You know what I'm saying? We must call unto Yah and try to get back home. We need to get up out of here, my people. I'm gonna stop this right here. I'm gonna come back and finish this paper off in my next video. I'm running out of time. All right, shalom.